The Denver Broncos just finished a perfect preseason, but perfection is not the real headline. What nobody expected is that the very unit labeled their biggest strength, the offensive line, is also the first major question mark heading into Week 1. Winning feels good, but behind the scenes, the numbers and film tell a story that could decide whether this undefeated momentum carries over or collapses the moment the real games begin. The shocking part is how different the story looks depending on where you focus. On one side, Bo Nix delivered exactly what Denver fans wanted to see, answering early pressure with poise and showing flashes of command that screamed QB1. But when you zoom out, his protection cracked more than it should have, and the run game sputtered at levels that raised eyebrows. 5 carries, 4 yards, and a pocket collapsing quicker than expected left everyone asking the same thing. How does an offensive line that was hyped as one of the league's best look this shaky? And that is where the tension sits as the regular season looms. The Broncos may have left August undefeated, but they are also leaving with a riddle that nobody has solved yet. Is this a preseason glitch or a sign of deeper cracks? That uncertainty is why Bo Nix's own performance matters even more, because the quarterback might already be carrying more weight than the team planned. Let's break down exactly how Nix responded and why his film offers more than just a silver lining. But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more Broncos and all the NFL content. Let's aim for 500 likes on this video. The Denver Broncos needed a sign that the offense can punch back when the pocket gets crowded, and Bo Nix gave it. The Denver Broncos needed proof their offense can punch back when the pocket gets tight, and Bo Nix delivered it. Nobody expected a second-year quarterback to slide from pressure, reset his hips, and drop a perfect ball to Courtland Sutton while rolling left with that much control. He followed it with a fourth-down back shoulder throw that only his wideout could reach. Here is the twist. When the moment sped up, Bo slowed it down. Now, look at the full picture. Bo finished 10 of 14 for 110 yards, with 1 touchdown and a 118.2 rating, and those numbers carry weight since they came with bodies in his face. He read a late blitz, held the safety with his eyes, and trusted timing to beat leverage. One missed catch on an earlier throw kept the line from looking even cleaner, but the tape still shows quick decisions, smart ball placement, and real chemistry with Sutton that felt like a plan, not a lucky night. Here is why this might change everything. If the second-year quarterback is already seeing the field this well, the next step is building a plan that keeps him in rhythm for 4 full quarters against real game plans. That means solving pressure before it arrives, and using the run menu to set up play-action windows he can attack. Up next, we dig into the big men, the timing, and the specific fixes that can turn flashes into a weekly habit. The Denver Broncos drew up a plan built on control at the line, yet the first unit did not look in sync when it mattered most. Nobody expected the ground game to feel this tight, with short gains stacking and drives losing shape before they could breathe. The twist is that the film points to small details, not effort, which is why this story can swing fast if those details get fixed now. Here is what the tape shows. The wider zone menu is growing, but the timing on double teams and releases to the second level came a tick late, which let defenders knife across the backside and close the cut lane. A holding call on Adam Trotman turned a manageable series into a long field, and inside rush push bent the pocket toward Bo Nix sooner than it should. Preseason structure is simple by design, but habits show up even when the calls are plain, and this group must win landmarks with more pop and better pace. The good news is the answers fit the roster. Use motion to change edges before the snap, marry inside zone and duo to punish over pursuit, and hit quick play action to make pass rushers think twice. If the backs who pass protect clean and catch on time stay on the field, the front settles into rhythm faster, and the whole offense breathes. That leads to the next question that could change the depth chart in a real way. Which runner just made the strongest case to claim those snaps and tilt the job in his favor? The Denver Broncos just turned a crowded backfield into a real choice that could shape Week 1. The surprise is not about star power, it is about trust. One runner tightened his grip on snaps with steady work in every phase, while another flashed a downhill style that the room may need when yards get tough. Depth is a strength, but decisions are coming fast, and the right mix here can lift the whole offense. Tyler Beatty stacked winning details that coaches notice: a third down catch for 17 yards, 2 clean blitz pickups in a row, and a 47-yard kick return that flipped the field. RJ Harvey kept fighting for space, Jaleel McLaughlin stayed the change of pace, spark, and J.K. Dobbins remains the veteran who can settle drives when he is back in the plan. Audric Estime added a different punch, over 40 yards on 8 carries with a score, showing the inside power that protects your play action when the box gets tight. Blake Watson's knee update will guide the final numbers, but the tape already tilted the conversation toward reliability and role fit. Here is why this matters right now. If the backs who protect and catch on time stay on the field, Bo Nix gets simple answers, and the defense must honor play action from the first snap. That is where the next edge lives, because the tight ends and depth receivers just made their own case to be those answers. Up next, we look at who helped Nix the most beyond Courtland Sutton and how that group can turn drives into points. The Denver Broncos just uncovered a quiet edge that changes how defenses must line up. What nobody is talking about is how the support group around Courtland Sutton answered in real moments. Lucas Krull went up the seam and won a contested ball near the goal line from Sam Ehlinger, the kind of catch that turns a drive into points and gives a young quarterback a safe target in traffic. Adam Trautman showed veteran timing in the middle, settling into soft spots and giving the offense simple answers when the pocket squeezed. Even a brief look at A.T. Perry in orange hinted at another big frame that can box out on the boundary when needed. Here is where the room now takes shape after the Devon Vele move. Marvin Mims stretches the field and threatens every cushion, Troy Franklin keeps growing into a reliable chain mover, and rookie Pat Bryant brings size with strong hands on quick game throws. Trent Sherfield adds pro polish and special teams value, while Courtney Jackson can handle return and gunner work, so Mims can take on a bigger role at receiver. Stack that with Krull's vertical threat and Trautman's steady work, and you get a mix that helps Bo Nix read it fast and fire it faster on third down and in play action. The twist is that this passing support only matters if the other side keeps buying the offense time. The Saints pushed the ball early, then got stalled in scoring range, and that swing came from the defense owning the key downs. Up next, we break down how Vance Joseph's group bent without breaking, why a rookie edge rusher flipped a drive with one punch on the ball, and how tight coverage forced kicks instead of touchdowns. The Denver Broncos handed the spotlight to their defense when the game tightened, and that group answered on the snaps that decide outcomes. The Saints moved the ball with Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck, and the backs Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller kept the chains alive early, but the door slammed inside scoring range. Drives that felt dangerous turned into kicks, and that swing kept momentum on Denver's side when it mattered most. Here is what changed the math. Vance Joseph mixed pressure and disguise to force late throws, Pat Surtain played patient and sticky at the catch point, and rookie Chris Abrams' drain flashed burst when he drove on routes. On the front, Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito set edges with discipline, while rookie Q Robinson landed one strip sack that flipped a series on its head. Add Damari Mathis reading and finishing from depth, and you get a unit that may give up space between the 42nd, but clamps in the money zone, especially on third down. This is why the larger story gets even more interesting. When a defense delivers in key moments, the front office can shape the offense with confidence, and that includes bold moves that shift targets and roles. Now it is your turn to weigh in, because this is the future of the team taking shape. Which rookie do you expect to make the first impact on offense? And which rookie defender gets the first splash play? Which tight end do you trust most on a money down? Who should handle punt returns so the receiver room stays fresh? Drop your answers, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and tell me your confidence level in the line after a full week of install.